Hey everyone, it's Jenny. I am back with a introduction, I guess, kind of introduction post for the next release for Sister Stamps. And I have a bunch of projects that I want to share with you. I'm going to do it all in one this time, so everybody can comment below if you want a chance to win. Main thing is that you're over 18 and you are living in the US so that I can mail it. I have 2 sets to give away. So you need to leave a comment on this post. I might be doing other projects using the same images, but this is the one that I'm going to pull from. So if you are interested and you want to have a chance to win, then just make sure that you leave a comment below. Okay, so let me just kind of go through which ones are being re-released. So this one, I think her name is Yoshimi. I had to look it up. Not gonna lie. So Yoshimi was named after my cousin. And she's really cute. She's very versatile. She's dancing with some fans. And then, as I told you before, because they're now being released as clear sets, you get more additional pieces to go with the girl, the image. So you get a couple fans that you can change out, and then you get a kanji that says happiness, and then a couple of sakura on the background. So again, I have 2. You're gonna get, if you win, you're gonna get the whole set, but I have 2 of each set, so 2 people will win. Okay, so that's Yoshimi. So I guess I'll I don't know. I guess I'll can you tell I'm not prepared? Okay, so I guess I'll just go through each stamp first. Sorry, I didn't plan this out. I'm really bad. Okay, so the next one is, I think his name is Takeo, and he was named after my friend's son. This was part of our birthday release when we first made our 1-year birthday. And so this boy actually came with the bamboo and then the balloons. But then she added in the little fish, and then you also get a kanji that says fun. So super cute. I really like how she added on different props. And then the next 3 images are all brand new, so we've never released them before. So I wanted to just show you those. So this girl, I don't know if they have names for them. I'm not involved anymore, so I don't know what they're going to come up with. But I think my sister's been doing some videos to show like how she illustrates it. And on there, I think she talks about what the name is. So hopefully on those, once I see those, then we can talk about their names. But I really love, she's so cute. I really love her pose. And then you get some background images, and then you get a parasol, and then this, I think it's like a pheasant. So she's one of my new favorites. And then of course we have a couple more Hawaiian images. So this one, it looks like to me she's dancing like the kahiko, which is the more traditional hula. You get a little torch, you get other background images, and then this is a ipu. And ipu is like a gourd that they use to, it's like the beat that they use when they're dancing. So anyway, so that's a really nice one. And then this girl, she clearly is dancing awana, which is the more modern type of hula. And then with that, you get the word mahalo, which means thank you. And then you get 2 hibiscus images. She is super cute. I really like her pose. And she's wearing the holoku. A holoku is like a longer, not kimono, a longer muumuu. And traditionally, when you see this type, they're usually white, I think. So in my image, I left her white. So we'll kind of go through all of that. The reason why I wanted to get this done is so that you folks can have a chance to win, hopefully before you order your own set, if you're interested. But the other thing is that we're celebrating Merry Monarch here in Hilo. Merry Monarch is a hula festival, which is actually a competition where groups come from all over the mainland, all over the Hawaiian Islands, and even from Japan sometimes. They come from all over to compete. And there's 2 different categories, the kahiko and the awana. And then they have individuals compete to be Miss Aloha Hula. So they've already done that. We had a kahiko last night, and tonight will be the awana. So I wanted to kind of use all of that in addition to, you know, since we're releasing a lot of hula images. Okay, so sorry. So this is the first this is the first card that I worked on, and I was so excited because I bought this I think it's called a pop-up platform die from Lan Fan. I bought it a while ago and I never used it. I saw my auntie make a card for my mom and I thought it was just super cute. And I like the fact that you can fold it flat, right, so that it can go in the mail. They said it fits in a 5x7 envelope, but because I added in like additional things, it's not going to be easy to mail. But it's still cute, like if you want to give it to somebody, like you're not gonna, or you have to put it in a bigger envelope, like a padded one or something. But the cool thing is after it's flat, you can pop it up so that it sits up and then it'll stay like as a display. And then I bought the add-on piece, so you have like a background, so it really looks like a stage, right? On this one, so I used Yoshimi because to me she looks like she's dancing, so I think it would be great, like, you know, if she's like doing a dance on a stage. That's what it reminded me of. Anyway, and then these kind of remind me of those Japanese like screen backgrounds. So what I did was I just got some washi paper and then I put that on the they come with these layering pieces. Oops, sorry. So I cut that and then I added that to the background. And then the way the platform works is you can add images in like 3 areas. I added the bars in so you can add it in, but I ended up not using them. I only used the middle one. Okay, and then in the front, I thought it was a little plain, so I added a strip of the same washi paper that I used in the background. And then I used, I have these pre-made mizuhikis because I don't know how to make them. I actually signed up for a class, but I wasn't able to watch it yet. So hopefully I'll learn how to do these myself. But for now, I had bought a lot of these when I used to go to a store called Shimojima in Japan. It's a stationery store. And they have these pre-made ones in big packs. So I bought that and then I just took off, had like a little regular wire that comes with it. But I just took that off and then I just hot glued it on. And I think it came out really cute. Okay, so this is my first project. Sorry, that took really long to explain. But now, when I explain these, I don't have to go through the structure because I already talked about it. Because I can't stop making these. Oh my god, it's so cute. So this boy is Takeo. Again, he folds down flat. And then you can then pop it up and then he can stand nicely on a tabletop. So this one, because it's balloons and I wanted the balloons to be kind of sturdy and it's not all one piece, right? It's all individual pieces. So what I did was, as I've been trying to see different ideas for using this pop-up platform, I was like researching on YouTube and I saw that somebody had die cut an acetate circle. And it was really cool. They actually used it to be able to hold a rainbow, which is what I really want to try next. But I thought, oh, that's pretty genius because if you put the acetate there, then if you have images that are not as stable, then you can add your images to that and then it'll still stand up, right? But it won't be as delicate. So this one, I didn't use the background like I did for this one. I just kept it open because I felt like he looks like he's running through a field or running somewhere. I don't know. So all I did was I used the layering pieces to cut out the washi. I added him to the circle, the acetate circle, so you can see I didn't finish the back, but I think you're only going to look at this side anyway. And then I glued the bamboo to his hand and then I glued the balloons behind it so it looks like it's attached. And then this fish comes with it. So I have this bamboo die that I bought from Island Scrapbooking before they closed. So it's a really nice size die. It works well with him in terms of proportion. And then I just glued on the fish to the bamboo just to give it a little bit more interest because you kind of want to have like, you know, a triangle looking. And then I was gonna add on another like mizuhiki piece like this, but it was a little too big and it was kind of distracting from the boy and I wanted him to be the focal point. Like this one I didn't feel like it distracted from her, so that's why I added it on. So anyway, so that is Takeo, and I don't have anything behind it. I did add in some grass here, but you know, you can also add in that background if you want to, but I just thought that this was enough the way it was looking and I thought it was super cute. Okay, so that's the second one. Like I said, I can't stop making these because they're so cool. Okay, so now to celebrate Merry Monarch, I made this one. So like I said, last night was the Kahiko performance, which was that's like the traditional where they chant and they have the ipu as the beat, and a lot of times the dancers will also chant as well, and their clothing or their costumes are a little bit more the traditional hula style. So anyway, so I colored her up this way, and I decided to try to use the platform to make it look like a stage. So a lot of times when they set up stages and they're gonna have like Hawaiian cultural events, like Hawaiian music or dancing, that kind of stuff, then they'll decorate the stage with like monstera leaves, which is what this is a old island scrapbooking die too. And then they just decorate it there, and then they add like flowers and stuff. So I had already die cut this platform out of like craft cardstock. And then, so what I did was I just die cut some of the monstera to kind of decorate the front. I didn't do the back because I didn't want it to be too bulky. And then I added that same circle so that she had something to kind of rest on. And in the back, I'm like, I want to utilize the back somehow to show that there's like, you know, depth. And so I had these larger size monsteras. So I just added that to the other attachment, and then I doubled it so that it was a little bit more sturdy, and then I glued them to the backing. And then in the front, because again I wanted to show more depth, I had these uli ulis left over from the last release that I did. I had already colored and cut them out, so I just added them to the front, and then I added the ipu as well. So I thought that was kind of cute to use the props along with the girl dancing. But she's so cute. Oh my gosh, this came out so cute. I was like super excited once I figured out how I was going to do the cards. Okay, so the next one, as I mentioned tonight, is Awana night. Awana means that it's the modern style of dancing. So they use a lot more like Western clothing, so a lot of muumuus. And then just, it's more music instead of like the chanting. So anyway, so this is what I came up with. So I had already cut this platform out of this, I don't know what kind of color this is, like almost like an olive. But it felt like it was a little bit too much green as I was building the whole thing together. And I wanted her to stand out in the white because as I mentioned, this kind of holoku it's usually white, I think. I haven't seen too many. I mean, they have it in other colors, but traditionally it's white. And usually actually the lei is usually using the pikaki buds, but I wanted it to stand out a little, so that's why I colored it in the orange and pinkish color. So it kind of reminded me of like a rose, the rose buds instead of the pikaki. And then I colored up her hibiscuses all with like those peachy pinks. And then to have something in the background, I found old Lawn Fawn coconut tree die. So I did that, and then I attached it to the back along with some grass. And then in the front, I added more grass, and then I just put the other hibiscuses that are from the set. And then the part I was struggling with is like, how am I going to, you know, decorate the stage or the platform? And I don't have a die that makes a lei. Like, unfortunately, I don't think anybody's ever come up with something like that. I really hope somebody does. I found some Etsy sellers that sell the SVGs, so I might just buy that and shrink it down to the size that I need. But in the meantime, I haven't done that. I didn't have time to play around with an SVG. So I'm super manual, right? So I just got my smallest flower punch I could find. I punched out a bunch of these yellow colored, they're yellow orangey colored flowers. And then I had I forget what that, I think it's like hapu, I think. And it's like a fern. And it was a huge one. So I just kind of cut off some of the little leaves, and then I used that in between. Because a lot of times that's what they'll do in the leis. And then all I did was just glue one on top of the other. So it was pretty time consuming, I'm not going to lie. But it kind of reminds me of the Pukinikini lei, that kind of color. So not really the lehua. The lehua is a little bit more like together, like not as like it doesn't look like it's opening like this. So I'm like, it's kind of more like a pukinikini, and it matches that color. So I kind of liked how it came out. And then I started trying to make a lei going around the whole platform. So I don't know, I hope other people like it. But yeah, it took me kind of a long time to try to make that, but I think it came out pretty cute. Anyway, so that is my girl who's dancing Awana. And then the last image that I came up with, oh my god, it's so cute. So I went back to the platform with the backing. And then, oh my gosh, look at that. It's so cute. So to balance out this part, I added in a smaller strip of the background here. And then I added another one of the pre-made mizuhikis that I got from Japan in Shimojima. And then this part, I used a larger circle than I did on the other ones because I wanted a little bit more height. And this branch is very delicate, so I didn't want it to like fall over if it was like sticking out over the top of the circle. So what I did was I glued her on first so that I kind of knew like where I wanted to position the tree. And then this is like an old memory box branch. That's all it is. It's just a branch. And then I bought, I just kind of glued, and then I would trim it according to like how the circle was going. And then I was like, what am I going to use for the sakura? Because this backing looks like sakura flowers or plum blossom flowers. And I'm like, I really want to make it look like sakura because it's sakura season right now in Japan. But I used to have these really small sakura die cuts from Island Scrapbooking, but as I mentioned, they closed, so I can't get those anymore. But as I was looking at my stash, I'm like, you know what? I think I have like sakura shaped, what is it called? Sequins, or I don't know what you call it, confetti or sequins. And I found those on AliExpress years ago, but it's so cute like when you use them in shakers. And I was like, I am gonna spend the time and try to make it look like a sakura tree in bloom. So I got my new jewel picker, which is awesome for this project. And then I just put dots of glue all over on the acetate and on the tree trunk itself. And I just started to layer all of the different sakura, and I think it came out super cute. I'm glad that the sakura has like a more shiny mylar kind of a look to it, because then it stands out from the background. Otherwise, I think it would have been a little bit too much with the background. But I think it was a great technique to use the acetate to kind of give it, like you can get it more height and more stability, but it still is flat. You can still see stuff behind it. So I thought that that was a super smart idea. And then I didn't use the back one. Like, I don't know, I couldn't think of anything else to put back there. But in the front, instead of using grass, I used it's like a little hill. So I just die cut that out of the brown. And then I added, I think it's a pheasant that comes with that set. Yeah, so here. See, so there's the pheasant. But the tail is super long. So if you look at this, the tail is like really long and it wasn't like cooperating. So I had to cut some of the tail off. So sorry about that, but it wouldn't sit nicely on this little hill. So I had to do that. But anyway, I really enjoyed playing with this platform die. Like, it's not hard to put together at all. Like, there's a tutorial on the Lanfan channel, so you know it's super impressive. So if you want like a impressive looking card that is not that much effort, this is a really good one to get. And then they have all these add-ons now. So in addition to the regular platform, they have like a little picket fence add-on, and then I've seen some other ones too. I saw a cloud add-on. I didn't buy all of those yet. Maybe I'll invest in that now that I know how to use this and I know how cute it can become. The only thing that I didn't really do on these projects is add on a sentiment. So you can go ahead, you can add it in the front if you want to. You can add it in the back if you want to. That's up to you. You don't even have to use the acetate if you don't want to. It comes with the tea that makes these. And then you don't even have to put one in the middle. If you don't have to put one where you want to. The other cool one I saw, sorry, I'm going off tangent now, is that you can use this die, the layering die, to die cut out these areas, and then you can look inside and then you can add a scene inside, which I thought was super cool. So maybe I'll try to do that again later once I like kind of calm down from using this platform. Anyway, I hope that one of my projects hopefully inspired you to you know, get out, if you have this platform die, get it out and try it, or look at, you know, entering the contest to get the chance to win this whole set of the images, or you can pre-order them from Hanko. So I know that I think he's still doing pre-orders with it. So you can still go to the Hunko site. I'll list it below. Or if you're international, you can go direct from the source, which is, I think, stamping.it. So I will link both of those resources below. And again, if you live in the US, you can go ahead and leave a comment below and you'll be entered to win the entire set. Anyway, I will be trying to do more projects. I don't have time right now to work on that, but I will try to get more out soon. I just wanted to get this video out so that in case you were kind of waiting, I know last time it took a little bit long, but if you're waiting to see if you're going to win before you order, then I want to just hurry up and get this done. So today is Saturday, April 5th or 6th. It's going to close tomorrow, Sunday night, at 11:59 p.m. So, please make sure that you get your comment in by then, and then you will be entered and I will make the announcement on Monday. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!